Your pumpkin pie can tell you a lot about tariffs and inflation. This is my latest story for Bloomberg Business Week on the Pumpkin Spice Index. And yes, there is an index. It was put together by the great economist Mike McDonough, and it tracks all the spices in pumpkin spice, including cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, ginger, and allspice. Now, these spices are all kind of finicky. They don't grow just anywhere, and mostly they don't grow at all in the US. So there is no getting around having to import them. For spice companies, Trump's Liberation Day tariffs, which came on in April, were a huge problem. McCormick, the big spice company, estimated the tariffs are going to cost it about $140 million a year. I spoke with a small spice importer called Burlap and Barrel, and they estimate that since April, they've paid about $250,000 just in tariffs. Now, here is the interesting thing. If you look at our trusty pumpkin spice index, you will notice it looks pretty quiet. Global prices for these spices have not really risen since Liberation Day tariffs took hold. Why is this? Well, there are a few reasons. Now, tariffs are paid by the company that is importing the good into the country. So it is not the global spice sellers that are paying the tariffs. It is the companies like McCormick that are importing the spices into the US. They pay those import taxes. And then the worry has been they will turn around and raise prices for customers. We've seen a little bit of inflation since April, but not much. And part of the reason for this is stockpiling. So President Trump campaigned on tariffs. So companies knew when he got elected that tariffs were probably coming down the pike. So a lot of companies, including Apple and GM, pre-imported a lot of supplies and ingredients that they would need. Still, stockpiles run out eventually. Even still, we are not likely to see prices spike in 2026 for our pumpkin spice. And the reason for this is that companies are worried about losing customers. This comes from research from Roberto Cavallo at Harvard. And what he found was companies will often wait, sometimes even years, before they fully pass on tariff costs to customers. And the reason for this is they're just worried about losing customers. And Starbucks did not raise the cost of its iconic pumpkin spice latte, even though it has said on many earnings calls that it is getting hit with the high price of the spices and also the high price of coffee. We got a little pumpkin spice gift this holiday season. You may have heard that the Trump administration made an exception for a lot of items that could not be grown in the US, including coffee and bananas. All the spices, the pumpkin spice five, they are all in there. So you can enjoy your pie in peace, knowing that pumpkin spice, at least for the moment, will remain pretty plain vanilla into 2026.